Hello, I'm Matt from Community Project, and I wanted to share with you what we know about commercial energy contracts, so anything energy related that isn't related to your home in effect. So we all know how to do energy. I do, we know every year we get these phone calls and emails and text messages and TV advertising that says, if you just do this with this particular big energy company, then we'll save X amount of money. And sometimes we pick it up, I do, sometimes some years I let it roll on, and some years I get a saving, some years I don't see any difference, but ultimately it's all pretty much the same sort of stuff. Well, I thought that information that I knew personally was going to be easily transferred into the business world. So, how wrong was I? 2013, I set up a non-for-profit called Shropshire Community Project, and ultimately it's about doing what we do, raising the money we raise, and give away that profits and monies and support to charities and organisations that help people in our community at a time of crisis. Quite simple. So for us, it's about making sure that we protect as much of that profit line as we possibly can and stop it going into the back pockets of big fat cats, ultimately. So I went into this new building, signed the lease. Within the first couple of days, thought to myself, well, I best get my energy bill sorted, I best know who I'm starting to pay this to. So made those phone calls, and then from that I get 50 phone calls in a day, and I'm thinking to myself, how do they know that? How do they know that that particular moment in time that I was going to need to have some energy? And I thought, well, who leaked that information? Or maybe they got that from our lease. But anyway, I'll explain to you in a further video of how they understand that and what the pitfalls are with that information. So I get asked one of the golden questions, well, how much electricity kilowatts am I going to use in this building over the course of a year? And I'm looking at them going, no idea. I've never thought of that. I never contemplated that I needed to tell somebody else how much electricity my building is going to use. I knew everything else through the business plan, but did not know that. So I had to ask them and put my faith in the industry and say, well, hang on, obviously this building's been around for X amount of years. You tell me what the last tenant used in this building, and they said, well, it's going to be X. And I thought, well, okay, fair enough. So based on that, I will say pretty much that I have to assume it's going to be the same. So we did that. Energy contract done, thought absolutely honky-dory, right? Absolute heart attack happened about 14 months later, and I get a bill through that's twice the price near enough of what I had before, and I get to find out for the very first time that I'm in something called deemed rates. And nobody told me that, and I'm thinking, well, that's not right. So I started making complaints. You know what happened? Nobody was interested. It was kind of like, well, you've entered into a contract, your contract's ended, this is how it is, and that's how much you're going to have to pay. So the only thing I could do was actually turn that on its head and quickly get a contract within a very, very short period of time. And again, getting a load of influx of telephone calls and emails coming through to me. And I'm thinking, again, they must know something. Is this place bugged? Or, whatever. So, moving on from that. I didn't know until about a year ago there is an inherent problem within the industry, in the commercial energy market, until James, who we now have set up another non-for-profit that links into our charity, explained to me through his frustrations of working with that industry for so many years that actually it's not regulated. And I'm thinking, what? It's not regulated? Well, basically what it means is if I don't know what questions to ask, they don't have to tell me the answers. So if I ask one basic piece of information and they furnish me with that information, that's pretty much the tick in the box that they need to be able to justify us entering into some ridiculous contracts that are out there at this moment in time. So we set up the non-for-profit energy brokerage called Community Power UKCIC and started using that platform to test what we thought was out there. So we picked up on one of our first charities that we've passionately been supporting for the last 4.5 years, and making sure that we could have a quick look and see and sense check it. So we did. We saved them £7,500 over the course of a year. £7,500. £2.5 grand of that particular amount was actually a recharge because they were being overcharged anyway. How can you do that to a charity? It's absolutely ridiculous, we thought to ourselves. Anyway, we did what we had to do, got that money back for them, and made sure they were put on a really good quality contract to make sure that would never happen again. £7,500 to raise for a charity is no mean feat. So that piece of work, completely unbelievable. You can tell by my frustration. So we then start scratching the surface again with other industries, and we found another kind of non-for-profit charity that were just about to enter into a contract that was twice the amount twice the amount of expenditure they had planned for, and they were told, well, because of Brexit and all those excuses that we were given, and we kind of go, well, yeah, we're getting it rammed down our throat with the news feeds that we all listen to, must be true, all right then, fair enough, I'll sign it. We managed to intervene on that and go, whoa, did you know, and show them how the market works, and they were able to go, well, hang on, and reset that. But that was going to be a 3-year contract, twice the price for 3 years. Wow, unbelievable. So that's making us think, you know what, there's more to this that's out there. There's a lot of good brokers, don't get me wrong, but they are few and far between, because the bad brokers out there, let's put it this way, they always say knowledge is power. Well, trust me, knowledge is a damn lot of profit that goes into the back pockets of these unscrupulous brokerages out there. And they have more money because they rip us all off by overcharging us, grossly overcharging us, to be able to spend on fancy advertising or shiny this or little lures of that we fall in for those kind of advertising hooks and trickery that they use on us. Well, enough is enough. We're a non-profit. I'm going to share this information with as many people as I can, and we will do this either directly, so you can give us a call, you can get on the emails to us, we'll happily communicate with you in that way. We are putting a load of different videos together, so this is the first of many. We've got our social media platforms already starting to be put together, and we'll just help everybody understand this, because ultimately, whether you run a charity in the community, you're a vital resource. So whatever money we can make sure that doesn't get overcharged for unwittingly, then we will make sure that money's protected for you. If you're a business, well, let's put it this way, without a business in the community, there ain't no community, because businesses generate a lot of income, support, employment, and that money that's generated through that business working bloody hard on generating products or making stuff or designing services and selling them to the industry they do in, that creates a community. So for us, we're there to support you too. And if you're a small organisation, don't worry, you're not taking up any of our time. As I said, that's what we are here for. Just get on the phone, get on the email, see the link to this video, or watch the next series of videos coming through. But for now, let's change the balance of power, because it's frustrating that, you know, people out there are getting ripped off. We work hard enough as it is, so, you know, let's make sure that the work that we do actually benefits the people that are actually giving it the input. So for now, I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.